let's see. I'm from New York State, Afer, and I presented there, I'm not sure how many times exactly, 5 or 6 times I've done presentations in New York State, Afer. This is my first EDA convention and presentation as well. So I hope I do a good job for you guys. I brought a bunch of my games that my kids at home, my 2 sons enjoy playing some of these games, not all of them. And my kids, I teach grades K through 5. They really I surveyed them before and they're like, yeah, this is my favorite game. So you'll see some of their favorite games. K through 5, some of the games you might say are more 3 through 8. So there's a lot of games that obviously if you make modifications, you can make them what you want them to be. So even the teachers love it. They'll come in and you know how the teachers normally want to just drop off their kids and run and, prep. Sometimes people get really dumping ground sometimes for the classroom teacher. So, but on those occasions, sometimes they like to stick around and play some of the games too. So that's kind of cool that the classroom teachers occasionally will stick around and play some. This isn't normally the way I would do it. Normally some of you were here getting a sneak peek of what was going on. I took plastic Easter eggs, and there's no candy in them, okay? There's nothing in there, no treats or anything like that. And they're hidden underneath the cone. So this is like a giant memory board game, game memory. Now when I normally do this, yes?
Sorry, do you have a handout or you don't have a handout?
I never did not answer that question. I skipped over it.
Yeah.
Okay, handout. I have a limited amount of handouts. If you participate, the odds of you getting one are greater, I'll put it that. If you don't get a handout, don't sweat it. You will get a handout somehow, whether you go and buy the jump drive that they're selling, the USB, or if you go to the New Jersey's website. I heard that in 10 days you can go to the New Jersey Afer website and you can get it for free instead of paying $10. And if all those things fail, I will be handing out a business card at the end, and you can get my business card. And if all that stuff fails, you send me an email. I'll send you a copy of this presentation. Okay? So if you like to take notes, go ahead, but you don't really need to. All right? All the lessons change that one. So there you go. All right. Sorry. Thank you, though. Okay. So we're all still staying around, though. You got good. So Easter egg hunt is the first game. Normally when I play this stuff, what I do is I make it into a real Easter egg hunt. And in here it's kind of, I guess I would hide them in your bags maybe, put them behind the chairs. But in the gym, you know how that one wall is covered with mats and standards, and because you don't have equipment room big enough to hold all that stuff, so you got that one side of the gym that is stored with a lot of equipment. So I get creative and I hide those eggs in those kind of spots. You could do it this way, or you could make it into a real Easter egg hunt. So I have it set up this way. I have 5 teams if you want to use 5 teams, 4 teams, whatever. At least 3 people on each team would be great. So if I could get 15 volunteers at least, more the merrier, it doesn't matter. And then you can line up right behind the hula hoops. So 3 behind each hula hoop, or whatever we got here. Just make sure that you stop. We don't want 5 and 1 and all that stuff. 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 3 here, 2. Awesome. All right. So here's the game, folks. The first person on the team, these are relay races, so I use squat spots. So right there, if this is my class and they're sitting their squat spots, I already got the game set up. I don't need to really do what I just did. So you're going to run out. First person on your I didn't have a whole lot of room, so I just use hula hoops. Drop it gently in there, set it down. High five the next person, they get to go out. I thought I had 30 eggs, I only have 29, so once we have 29 Easter eggs all in the baskets, I know the game's over and I can stop the game. So, are there any questions before we start? Oh, good question. My kids ask that all the time. You can go anywhere in the grid you want. You don't have to squad 1, doesn't have to come here, squad 2, anywhere you want. If you do lift up 1 and there's no Easter egg, that is your turn. You put it down and you return. You don't get to keep looking until you find one. You only get 1 shot at lifting the cone, finding the Easter egg. If you find it, good, bring it back, and again, set it down so your teammates and the rest of you should be observing the game so they kind of know where to go and where not to go. All right. I don't have a whistle, so I'm going to use my ready go signal, and when the game's over, I'll yell out freeze. So our start signal will be go today, and our stop signal will be freeze. Is everybody ready? Go! Good job, good job. The faster you go, the faster you get back, the more turns you're going to have, the better your team's going to make out. You get some kids that go out there, they're really slow, and they're like scratching their head where to go. The quicker you go, the quicker you get back, the more opportunities. I think there's 3 more to find out there. There's 3 more Easter eggs. And this is where it gets a little tricky and hard. And we're adults. Think about those kindergarten kids doing this. Think there's 2 more eggs to find. 4, 6, 8, and freeze! If you're out in the game, please go back to your team, and you may have a seat in your nice straight lines from the back, first, second, third. Please have a seat. Now, I think a lot of times when I do this too, is I'll put I know what because of space, is I put the hula hoops actually at the back of the team, so when they come in, they high five and they go back. But just because of the room, I put it in the front. So then what I would ask, today I would ask, if you're the person who's in the front of the line, will you please count up how many eggs you have? Okay? It only takes 2, 1 person. So then I'd say, let's see, okay, they have 8, so I go over to my sideboard where I have a big whiteboard, and I would write red team would already written down, I would write 8. Yellow team, how do you guys write down? 4, I write down 4. So we got, and then as you go along, this is that math. A lot of us phys ed teachers and a lot of classroom teachers are glad to see that we're integrating math and what other math is great once we need it. It's so easy. So we got 8 plus 4 is 12. Good job, class. 3 team, how do you think now? 6. So we got 12 plus 6 is 18. All right, you guys are a bunch of smart third graders. How many here? 5. 5 plus what we have? 18, right? So 5 plus 18 is 23. And then this is where, if I've already told them, we have 29 eggs all together. And you guys know how many you have? So let's see. We have 29 eggs all together. We counted 23. How many do you think the orange team has? 6. Do you have 6 orange teams? Awesome. So it's like checks and balances. You got the whiteboard and you just counted it up, and we know that every single egg has been found. We're good to go. There was no miscounting or anything like that. So that would be that. Now for the older kids, what I would like to do too, if you wanted to take the time and talk to the teacher and where are you in your math unit and stuff like that, is now you can bring in median, mode, range, and things like that, and talk about, they added up all the eggs. What was the average in each for the distributions and stuff like that. So it's just a fun little thing to carry over from the classroom to phys ed and put it on the whiteboard. And teachers love you for that. And you guys all know that. So that was that game. Now before I move on to another one, I'll say I played the same type of game at Halloween time. But what I'll do is I'll put white yarn balls under here, and I call it Ghost in the Graveyard. So then you got 2 holiday things. You guys got 2 Easters coming up. So if you want to do this as an Easter egg hunt type of game, great. If you want to wait till Halloween, you got Ghost in the Graveyard. So they're just fun little games. Like I said, normally I use this as I really hide the eggs out there. I don't put them behind the cones. But you could go either way with this. So thank you for coming out. I hope you guys come out again because actually, let's see. We are moving on to, let's just double check to make sure. We are moving on to probably one of the greatest games ever created in the history of elementary phys ed, Castle Ball. Some of you may know Castle Ball, some of you may not know Castle Ball. So this is what I'm going to need you to do, especially if you guys are all staying out here to play. If you're going to stay out here to play, please bring me. Eggs will go in the bag. These hoops need to stay with these hoops, and the cones need to get picked up. We got hoops down here, 18 of them, and we got 18 down there. So all you have to do is partners. We need another partner. All right. And here's what I'm going to do. Kids sometimes don't see this one coming. If you do it too many times, then they're going to learn your little trick. All right. Partners, what I need you to do is you're going to do rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right. And whoever wins rock, paper, scissors, shoot, you, the winner, gets to decide to go to that end of the gym or that end of the gym. Meaning your partner's not coming with you. You and your partners will be on opposite ends on opposite teams. Go ahead, kid. And a lot of times when you do that, when you ask the kids to get with partners, who do do they get with? They get with their buddies. They get with people that are very skilled, or their skills are pretty related to one another. All right. Let's see. 2, 4. I think we'll go 6 on this side. And we'll go 6 on this side. Castle ball. This is the way castle ball works. I'm going to grab 6 hoops from you guys. I only need 3 more out of these. 2, 4, 6. Has anybody ever played castle ball, or kind of, you might call something else? I'm not sure what else it's called. I call it castle ball. Castle ball, to build a castle, some people call them homes. To build a castle or a home, you need 6 hula hoops. Of course, you need the floor. Pretty important thing, foundation. You're going to need 4 walls. And I'll do this in a demonstration on my own to prove to kids that it can be done and built by one person, but I stress that it's a lot better to do it with a team. 2 people, 3 people, maybe even as many as 4 people helping out, because you can build your castles much quicker. So we need 2 walls. The walls should go inside the floor, because then they have something to lean against. And there they are, 2 walls. I need 2 more walls on opposite sides. Only in the middle, I place 1 in. 1 in. I have my 4 walls, and then of course you need your roof or your ceiling, and there you go. You got your castle built. Basically, what this becomes is a nice game of dodgeball, because we know throwing balls at human beings is kind of frowned upon. Now you are throwing balls at, some people might think, pin knockdowns. Very similar to pin knockdowns. Instead of throwing the ball and trying to knock down the pin, and trying to throw the ball and knock down the castle. I see balls go completely through the castle. I see balls bounce and knock off the roof, and they don't completely down. I say, kids, all it takes is just a little hit, and it might pause, and there it goes. Sometimes I do that, and it doesn't. It takes me like 3 bops, and then all of a sudden it falls, and I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool. So, before we start the game, why don't we get our 3 castles at each end. So while we're building their castles, this is a throwing game. It's a target game. You have players that are going to be blocking the castles, trying to stop them from being knocked down. So you got kids practicing their goalie skills. So you can use this in a lot of different avenues of your unit. Whether, like I said, high school kids, if I tell high school, I play this game and I know they eat it up because it's not that typical with this basketball unit, volleyball unit. They have fun with it. I think. I don't teach high school, so I don't know. Looking good. We got 2 castles up on one side. The third one's being finished. Same thing over here. I was asked what age I played this game at. It's been 2 years now that I started playing this game 3 years ago, I think. And it was more or less, I did it with grades 3, 4, and 5. Because it's, kind of that sports, kind of really type of game. And then, field day is our biggest stage as elementary phys ed teachers. I'm like, I can do this. K1-2 don't really know how to play, but I'll prepare them weeks before. And the modification was, you just bring your castles, like, in the gym, I have lines across the gym, so for you guys it's too close. So that's where modifications have to come in. In a normal sized gym, it's pretty much, there are no true modifications as far as overhand throws go. If you want to bounce it, then you're down to 1 castle, and I'm over here. This is where some kids don't start thinking teamwork, and everybody's concentrated on me. I'm going to fake it. I'm going to pass to a teammate over there, and now they might have a better angle at knocking down that castle. But for the younger grades, I play the game. I just move the castles closer to the midcourt line. So what we're going to do is, and I normally use my foul line extended. So we're going to throw it in there. So in this modification, I guess we got kind of like a no-man zone possibly. Normally I have a middle line. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is to stay on this side of this line where the balls are. Same thing with your side. If there are any middle balls, you can go out, get it, you can throw, and try to knock down a castle. You you must stay behind your line. Matter of fact, it'll be this line right here. So you gotta stay in this area. So you guys stay behind this area when throwing. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. So guarding, you can have multiple guards. Now, I don't remember where I got this game originally. It might have been PE Central possibly, or New York State Acre Conference. And I put my own little twist on the game. Here's the fun little twist that the kids love. And you can start out with more than 3 castles. You could have 5 castles at each end, however you want. Our spacing of those 3 is probably comfortable. If a castle gets knocked down on your side, you get to rebuild your castle. The round is not over until the other team has all 3 castles knocked down. Alright, so you got boom, boom, knocked down. This castle's still up. You guys can be rebuilding this castle, protect this one, and stay in the game, and then get to what I like to call full strength. You're back to full strength power. So everybody got that. The rule that goes in hand with that then is one of those things that you figure out. You don't know right off the bat. Is here we are building this castle, and they're still whipping balls at us, basically. So you can't throw at the rebuilders. And I'm not sure if I have it typed up on my handout or not. I use a penalty, and I think I say there's a penalty, and that's to your discretion how you use it. 30-second penalty. Everybody needs to sit down. So everybody's on the game for 30 seconds, but you guys get to keep playing. So you guys get to rebuild while they can't do anything. You get to throw at their castles while they can't do anything. So.
Wait a minute, you let, just one question.
Yeah.
You have them sit down and they're throwing balls in the air at them?
Not at them, not at them.
No, but if are they sitting in front of the castles to protect them?
No.
When they sit, okay.
No.
I'm like, okay,
No.
in the face. That
No.
It's happening.
Like I would make them sit behind the castle,
Okay,
something like that.
Wait a minute.
Because you know you get that kid who be doing this too. Well, instead of just sit down, so I'm going to sit down and woo! You know what I mean?
No, I'd be more afraid of they hit you in the face because you're down.
Right. No,
Okay, so they sit behind
or off to the side either way. Or you can just say, there's no throwing at all. You just get 30 seconds to rebuild. And so there's however you would like to do it. There is no right way or wrong way. Okay? I think we're okay with chandeliers. I've been known to break chandeliers from time to time, right? So, throwing, rolling, bounce shots. No kidding. Although, you could do this in your soccer unit and then they can kick you home. So you could play this, but I'm not going to say it's got to be one way or the other, because if we're playing you can throw or kick, what's going to happen is I'm going to go down and reach for a ball, some of my teammates are going to try to kick it, and then we got a foot to the face or a foot to the hand. So it's throwing only, okay? And let's be safe. Watch yourselves in the back rows. All right. Is everybody ready to start the game? Ready? Go! Good luck. Good teamwork out there. Good teamwork. I'll tell you the little trick. Hold this. It's all about going twist into the game. And sometimes I'll tell my class, I'm missing a yellow ball. Who's feeling a yellow ball? I always lose my yellow balls.
Oh, wait. Right here. I'm sorry. Didn't realize it.
So here's the twist on the game that you can throw in there. Because I did this for like a first year, and it was just like this, and then round 2, so you set up the castles and you do it. So you can do that like for the first half of the class or something like that. And now you say, you take it back to medieval times, because castles medieval times, it was about big battle. Well, they just won. No, sorry. You guys just won the battle. You didn't win the war yet. You just won one of the many battles that happened in medieval times. So like when you say that, you start talking about that. So since you won that game, boom, here you go. You just captured a castle. Now you have 4 castles, and they only have 2. I mean, obviously you might start off 4 and 4, so it's 5 and 3. And then, because you know how those kids are, we won when they're time to line up. We won 3 rounds, and they only won 1. If you put this twist on the game, no one won. Did they still have at least 1 castle when the game ended? They did. You guys were winning at the time, but we can't say that you officially won the game because the game never came to an end. Maybe we'll continue it next class. Not probably not. But, so there you go. So, go ahead, let's play one more round of basketball because it's so much fun, right? Alright. Who's going to capture the first castle at each? Presented before. I don't know, I've never done it. Alright? If you could, just grab your castles and you can put them on one of my arms, would be great. If you have a yellow ball, I have a bag somewhere. There it is, over in between the other groups. Super, thank you very much. That is like probably one of the most popular games that I play at my building. As soon as they see me go in the closet and grab out like this many hoops, they're like, castle ball! And for whatever odd reason, if I ever go to the closet and just bring these out, they're like, yeah, dodgeball! I'm like, when have we played dodgeball in PE? They're like, we never have. Why? So, intramurals is another story. You choose to come to intramurals, so you're choosing to play dodgeball and you know what the expectations are. So intramurals and PE, I find to be different. Let's see. So that was basketball. Alright. I got these at a New York State Nature Concert Conference. And these are called Holy Moly straps. Pretty cool. Instead of your old-fashioned pennies that get all stinky and smelly, these are pretty safe and washable. For like when we wear these pennies, normally what I'll do is they'll put it into a loop and they'll wear crossing guard style, or what do we call it for the beauty contestants? A sash, right? Yeah, a sash. So the girls like that, and those like crossing guards better. So that's the way we wear them when we play games where we need to know who's red and who's yellow. And also, obviously, if you go around your waist for flag football. So what we need to do is, 10, 12, 14, 15 people, whoever's interested, you're going to get to come out, put on a Holy Moly strap, and then also, you get to get, I think we'll have enough flags in here for everybody to have 3 flags, and then you can put your flags on your sides from the hip back, so it has to be somewhere from the hips to the back. No flags hanging in the front, obvious reasons.
Where can you get those now?
And also, you could play it as clothespin tag. So clothespin tag or flag tag. Clothespins, you just put the clothespin into your shirt. So it's the same type of game, basically. Does everybody have 3 flags? Okay. So everybody with 3 flags, spread out, find a personal space area, then just sit on the floor, and I'll tell you how to play the game. I think a lot of you probably have a general idea of how to play the game anyway, but okay. And again, making your modifications, many of us have been teaching phys ed for quite a while now, maybe. And if you've been in the same building, the building I'm in right now, I've been in 7 years, so the kids know the expectations, they know the rules, it's good to remind them of the rules of taggings and all that, but for the most part, because they've been around me, most all of my students for 5 years or less, I guess, because 5th graders will be 6 years now. So most of the kids have been around me for multiple years, except for obviously those lovely little kindergarten kids, it's their first year. So they pretty much know all the rules to the games that we play. But for you guys, this is how I play this game. Flag tag, You're running, this is a tag game, but instead of tagging people, you're trying to grab the flag. There's no rough play, obviously. There's no pushing, shoving, grabbing shirts, all that kind of stuff. So, you run your program like you run it. If you get someone's flag off, what you need to do is leave the game, go out of bounds, okay? So in here, just go to the perimeter. If you go to the perimeter, it's because you're taking a small timeout just to, boom, put that flag on that you just was taken off. Now, if you want to, for no reason, I'm so tired, I gotta rest. So you gotta set up the rules like that. That's basically it. Flag tag, trying to steal as many flags as you can, have as many as you can at the end of the game, and play quick 30-second, 1-minute rounds, basically like that. Question?
Okay, yeah, I was just going to say, you play it, you still want to put it on your own belt.
Yes.
It's your flag.
Yes. So if you get someone's flag, it's yours. Boom. In the middle player, you can go safely out of bounds to do that. Okay? Any other questions from the spectators or the...
Only one flag at a time, right?
I'm sorry?
You're only
Well, sometimes, because if they put their flag so close, if you reach in, you might snatch two, and you got two, good for you. All right. I tell them to try to keep it from the hip back, like that. But if I see a kid and it's like kind of dangling in a not safe place, I'll say, go out of bounds and fix your flag, get it into a safer. I've never had a kid like, they're just. And if they start going, guess what? Everybody starts kind of migrating towards them and they're trying to get their flag. So, but normally it's played, I'd say, safely. I've never had an injury happen in this game. I've never had an injury happen in my class because we'd all be lined up and said that. So, on that point.
If you lose all your flags, you still play?
Good question. What if you run out of flags? You're still in the game. No one's, that goes against what we teach. We do have some games that are elimination style games, but this one is not. If you, for whatever reason, you lose your 3 flags just like that, don't go sit on the sidelines. You're not in the game. You keep working and try to get 1, so you have at least 1 at the end of the game. Maybe you'll have 3 at the end of the game. All right, you guys ready to play? Standing. 3, 2, 1, go. Exactly how much time is going by in the game, so here I got my first move out. Seconds to play! Congratulations. 2 for the price of 1. I was asked, what if you do have a kid touching? I guess I'm lucky. Like, I've never had a kid. Right. Right.
And then two, they come up and they tell you just, train. You've never had that happen?
I don't know if I've ever had that happen, but if I did, I would probably ask, let's talk. It's like 5 flags right now? So, we got 5. Anybody make it to 6 flags? Anybody double? We got 6 flags. All right, we're going to 6 flags today. 6 flags. So you can do that. And now, if you're using this as a warm-up game type of game, like, just a quick warm-up, you need flags. Does anybody still need a flag? And don't steal my whole bullet. It doesn't matter. 3 of them. And this is where you can go. You can go 2 flags or 3 flags. This game is called Snatch the Pigskin. I did a visitation day at my oldest son's field day because I wanted to be there and get ideas from somebody else's field day, not in my district as well. So I went to his field day, and this was a game that they were playing. And I want to say it was probably 3rd and 4th grade playing it only. And I'll be honest, I've only played this game with grades 3 through 5. I can see this game being played at the middle school, and who knows, maybe some high school teachers will do this also, because basically this is a lead-up game to football. So this is the way this is played. I'm sure a lot of you know how to play steal the bacon types of games. So what we have here is we're going to have a football in the middle, and I'll actually grab a hula hoop as well. I don't know if hula hoop is necessary. I have a center circle in the gym, so I put the ball in the center circle. So here's our center circle. Okay. Let's see. Normally, we're adults, so we'll be able to handle this, but normally the colors would matter. We want red on a team and yellow on a team. I think we have a lot of red belts, but we have an even number, so that's all that matters right now. So, please find a partner of the same gender. Are we going to be mixed at all or not? Look at that. This is the perfect gymnasium. This is the perfect class. It never works out this way in real life. All right, now, with your same gender partner, we'll do rock, paper, scissors shooting it, and you and your partner will have to go to opposite walls. Partner that wins, you decide which wall you want to go to. Go ahead, get it done. Because you know, if you've done this before, I'm going to come over to this girl, and we're going to... I saw that happen just like 2 weeks ago. I have a student teacher now, and I can't remember exactly what game it was playing. But I surprised them. I did the partner thing. The next class, they came in, and I said, well, you need to find a partner. And I look, I see these two boys getting with girl partners that they would never be partners with in their entire whole life. I go, you guys can switch partners. And they're like, me? I'm like, yeah, you two boys are with each other, and you two girls are with each other. They're like, okay. I can see the boys' faces like, he caught us, he knew it. So, you know, you gotta trick them up sometimes, right? So here we go. Snatch the big skin, steal the bacon type of game. What we'll now do is we're going to number off 1 through 6. So go ahead, 1 through 6, and we'll go diagonal. We'll go 1 through 6 this way. You could go either way, but so we'll go 1 through 6. Okay. Let's get some cones out to make sure you guys aren't cheating. I don't want to use the word cheating though. Breaking the rules. I'm going to make sure you're not going to break the rules. Because cheating sounds really bad. Especially to a bunch of elementary stuff. I hope I didn't offend any of you guys. Yeah, I'm not offending any cheaters. I feel like how close you guys are. See, back it up, back it up. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 circles away. So 1, 2, 3, 4 circles away. So I think this would be fair if I put them here. Alright? Hopefully we have a symmetrical room. Okay. So we have our numbers. And then this is where, you know, I hit the stand on the side. I'm breaking an OSHA rule right now, probably. So zoom in. 1 through 6. I'm going to call out a number. If I call out your number, you're coming out to try to get the football. Now, there's 3 ways of scoring in this game. 2 points if you can get the ball and make a pass back to your team. So this is your team. You're all playing together. You're all playing together. If you can get the ball and make a pass back to your teammate and they catch it in the end zone without coming forward, touchdown, 2 points. If you pick it up and you run it into the end zone, 3 points for a pass. 2 points for the run. 1 point if the defense can get your belt off before you have released the ball. Okay? So, everybody kind of get the general idea of how to play this game? I'm sorry? For a touchdown for 3 points, yes. So, correct. If you throw it and it hits the back of the wall, it's an incomplete pass. It has to be caught in the air. Okay? So you're becoming a quarterback. Okay? Yes?
You can't move from when you pick up the ball before you pass it, right? Like,
No, you can pick it up and run with the ball.
well, if you're going to pass it back to your team.
You can run with it. Yep, you can run with it. Okay? Ready? 6 is go. Oh! In that case, I gotta make a quick call, and wow, she just got the ball up before the flag came off. So that's 3 points touchdown. And you gotta be quick, right? Because if you're like, so you got, I've been teaching that to my phys ed teacher. He's been it's funny, he's doing team handball, and a ball was shot and went between the girl's leg, and it may have gone into the goal, it may not have. I was actually helping the team, and I was a sideline player, so I was at the other end. But what I taught him was, I'm like, one, I go, you kind of had yourself out of position. You were down at this end, the shot would be taken there. If you were to move yourself down further at the other end of the court, you probably would have had a better view of that, and you could have made the right call. Because I honestly don't know what it was, because I was over there as well. But this is what he did. He's like, was that a goal? And of course, one teacher will say, yeah, that was a goal. The other one's like, no. I was like, so you got to be decisive. You got to just make a quick decision, whether you're right or wrong. If you make a quick enough decision, they're not going to argue with you. All right, so we got 3 points scored here. Ready? 4s, go! 3 points. Ball back to the middle. All right. So I've gone 6-4. You're expecting me to go 2 probably, right? 2s, go! Incomplete pass, no points. Some people would make it, and this is where you can make modification rules. If it was an incomplete pass, that's a good play on the defense. Let's award the defense 1 point. So you can make up your own rules and scoring in this game. All right, so we've done 6s, 4s, and 2s. 1s, go! Boom, 3 points, touchdown. You could deflect the pass, but there's no go stealing it. Yeah, you could try to bat it down. You could possibly intercept it as well. Let's see. That was my 1s, right? Normally I have my clipboard and I'm keeping my tally so I know exactly where I am. 3s, go. Oh, we got 3 points. Nice play. And we'll do one more round of single numbers. Single numbers. Yeah, it's more fun. And that would be 5s, go. The flag was not off, but it was an incomplete pass, no points. There you go. Okay. So now, in my still a vacant type games, I'd like to get everybody to do 1 round of the introductory round, right? So now we get to advance it. Now I'll be calling out 2 numbers. And you can pass to those players. It could be a forward pass, but if it's a pass, let me clarify. So if I points, to be a 3-point, it has to be passed to the team that's staying behind that line. Okay? So let's go 1s and 6s, go! Oh, nice teamwork, and that was a 3-pointer! Pass. You could say they could be only 1 forward pass. You can, the rules, you can make them what you want. So that was 1s and 6s. Let's go 2s and 5s. And a good defensive play, a point for the defense. 3s and 4s. Okay. Now 3 points are scored. Now we had a fumble. I had to talk to you about that. That's where obviously you guys are adults, so we can handle it a little bit better. 5th graders, as soon as that ball hits a fumble. Right? Boom! Fumble! So obviously you don't want diving and sliding on the floor. So on a fumble, I would blow the whistle and I'd blow that immediately. No points are scored, it's a fumble. Alright? But you guys handled yourselves very well, so good pat on the back. Now, how do we advance the game a little bit more? If that's not good enough for you, well, let's bring 2 balls into the game. Okay? What's the score? I'll talk about that after this. We do this round. All right. Ready? We got 2 balls in play. Odd numbers, go. Catches. The flags were pulled, but they weren't pulled soon enough, so we got 6 points scored. Boom, boom. Okay. Ready? Even numbers, go. That's an incomplete pass, and we got 3 points there. I'll take 1 ball here. I'll take that ball. And now this is where it gets even more fun. You guys stress to no sliding and diving, obviously. But the football, it takes 20 bounces. I'll keep 1 on the floor, and the other one, well, I don't know where it's going to be. Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 points here. We got 3 points. I'll take 1 in the center, and I'll take 1 here. watch this. No! 3 points! So we got 3 points there, points there, and that's the game basically. Now, you guys have been taught this. When you put your holy moly straps away, make sure you roll them up. There's a rounded end, that Velcro. The rounded end is where you need to finish. So take the opposite end, roll it up so that we can see that it's better yellow, and then you can drop it in the basket. Your flags can go here, and then you can go ahead and see maybe rest a little bit. I gotta still deal with somebody who has a score issue. Alright, we'll talk about the score issue. How am I doing on time? 30 minutes? Alright, this is good. I call that you snatch the pigskin. So, I did this game this year. I've done it in the last couple of years, I think, honestly. But, you know, you get those 4th and 5th grade classes that are... Make sure I call all the numbers and I did it even, so, you know, I think I did there. So I can say everybody had their number called 4 times, you know, so boom, good, everybody had equal opportunities. And that's a nice game too, because it's not one of those where you're stuck on the sideline doing nothing. Even though when your number's not called, you are still kind of an active participant because you got to be ready to catch that ball when it's being thrown to you, possibly. So that's a nice game that makes sure, you know, everybody's still involved. But the score thing was, they didn't know I was doing it. I had red team, yellow team, and every time someone scored, I gave the tally marks. So, you know, I heard at the end they're putting away, we won, no you didn't. So you get those little arguments, which by now I don't know why they're still happening in my class, because they know if you had fun, you won, we're all winners. So, you know what their PEs are. We all know in real life, though. Not everybody gets that job that you're going to be looking for, especially some of your college students. Not everybody's going to get the job. But anyway, so from a PE standpoint, everybody's a winner. So they're lined up, and I said, so how many of you really think you know what the score was when the game ended? And I don't know, maybe 8 hands went up. So I was like, all right, Michelle, what was the score? She says it. Okay. What was the score, John? Okay. So everyone went through. Not a single one had the score right. You know, some of them had themselves winning, some of them even had the other team winning, so they felt like we didn't win, but this is what the score was. I go, the score was this. I'm like, and that's why we don't worry about keeping score, because none of us get it right. I go, some games I don't, like if I'm not keeping score, which I don't, I'm not going to know what the score is. So, you know, the whole point is let's just have fun. And I think a lot of you would probably agree with that. Let's see. Let's bring the hula hoops back out. I don't know where I stole this game from. I think this one maybe came from here at Hayford at one point. Oh, this one might be tough on carpet. This game is called Electric Hoops. It's a tag game. And let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 reds. 2 green. Looks like 3 yellow. Another green. That's looking pretty good. Alright, I need someone, more than someone, I need somebody to come stand inside the hoops, please. Let's fill up these hoops. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds, 1, 2, 3, 3 yellows. Let's get a 4th yellow out there. Let's get a 5th yellow. Greens, 1, 2, 3, 4. A 5th green. Alright. Fill them up, come on, fill them up, fill them up, fill them up. Alright, fill them up. I'll play water. We got 1 red one left. No, we got a red and ooh. We got a green, we got a red. Electric hoops. One more person. Alright. Electric hoops. It works like this. You choose a color is it. I'll just say green since I'm the teacher. So I have to shuffle my feet and try to get my green hoop to touch either red or yellow. When that happens, we switch hoops. So now you would be in green, I would be in yellow. Green is still lit, and there are no tag backs, because then we would just, you get me right back, and then I get you right back, and we're just going back and forth. So many tag games that I play are there's no tag backs allowed, unless I say otherwise, which I never say otherwise. So, green is it. We're going to give everybody a 3-second head start, and then green is coming. 3, 2, 1, go green! This is really tough. play 1-minute rounds, and now I can say, all right, yellow, you're now it. So yellow's it. We got to give them a head start. 3-second head start. 3, 2, 1, go! Sometimes it's come out loose, they have to see the guy right back in the room. Five, four, three, two, one, freeze. And then, if this is my true class, green was it, yellow was it, red would now be it. And if you do that, and you get 20 people to play this game, hopefully, 20 people, come on now, grab a cone, doesn't matter what cone, it might be one of the cones that's already out there, grab a cone, have a seat next to your cone, but make sure you're in personal space, spread it out, not too close to one another, okay? There's two versions of this game, Village and bulldozers. I use bowling pins when I do Grinches and elves. So really it's the same game, Village and bulldozers, Grinches and elves. Another quick warm-up type of activity. If you're a Grinch or a bulldozer, depending on the game you're playing, you're going to be running around trying to knock down as many cones as you can. But if you're a builder or an elf, you're running around setting back up the cones as quickly as you can. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's close. Your February stand up. If your birthday's in March, stand up. If your birthday's in April, stand up. If your birthday's in May, stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I have a volunteer stand up? Awesome. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up. We got 2, 4, 6, 7 down. The people that are standing, you will be our elves or builders. So you like the cones where they are right now. Everybody who's sitting, you get to be a bulldozer or a Grinch right now. You're not just trying to knock them down. Using your hand only. No kicking. Okay? You definitely got to stress that with someone in your classes. Some cones are knocked down already. Alright, so any questions about how to play the game? I think we're ready to start. Alright, you know what your job is. Ready, go. The competitive teachers could take the time to count them out and see who has many up, many down, or you could just say, all right, switch. But for time's sake, we'll switch right now. So if you just got done knocking down the cones, being a Grinch or a bulldozer, depending on which game you're playing, you are going to be the opposite. So you're going to switch roles now, and to be fair, we want all the cones up. So if there's a cone down, please put it up in the starting position. Everybody knows their roles. If you're going to be knocking down cones right now and you're a Grinch, please go down on one knee. This is a good check one, right? 2, 4, 5, 6. Great. Yes. Moving through space. Trying to stay collision free. It can be challenging for kindergarten. It depended, I think kindergarten I have them go to 5, first and second goes to 10, so I'll just pretend I'm kindergarten, and I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just rescue myself, I'm up and I'm back in the game. Got the kids counting and stuff like that again. I just usually keep that stuff up for you. So that was Jack Frost. And since I'm rolling with these tag games now, one time in New York State where I did nothing but tag games, my whole presentation was Tag Games Unlimited. And I might be doing Tag Games Unlimited Part 2 in a couple of years if I get enough tag games to be able to do that. But another tag game was I call it red light, yellow light, green light, and I use red balls, yellow balls, green balls, and when you get tagged, the reds are the taggers, they're stopping you, you go down on one knee when you get tagged, the wrestlers are green and yellow gets you, it's walking speed only, green, so kind of yellow acts kind of both ways, they can slow you down to help the taggers, or they can get you up to help you get back in the game, and then green can come over and speed you up. And I'll talk about one more tag game since I'm rolling with it. It is Fighter Prevention Week. This is the going stop, drop, and roll. So when you get tagged, you gotta stop, drop, roll, and you're back up and you're in the game. So you got a lot of rolling too, so a little bit of gymnastics in there. So I just thought I'd throw both of them out there. 10 minutes.
On that one, I'm really, I don't know if your kids sound like they're better, but I would play that game at the very beginning of our week, but I have a large green border that goes on the outside of my gym. I would make them go to my safe zone to do the drop tackle. Because my fear would always be somebody would trip. I was talking about tripping and knocking down. We're playing games in the air.
And you could put, if you wanted, you could put panel mats in the corners. So you guys, when you go to one of the 4 corners, so the only people on the mats are the people that are rescuing themselves.
Right.
And
Well, I literally have all the way through. I have a very big face that I use as a face.
So I'm down to 10 minutes. Let's see. I bought them, so I might as well use them. I got 4 people out here, so you guys can be my 4 chickens. And you know what? Here you go, chickens. Go pick any 2 friends you want to join the game. Go pick any 2 people. They cannot say no. They cannot say no. So therefore, 4 times 3 is 4 times 3 is 12. So we got 12 people here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And anybody else can join us too. So if you did get picked and you want to be out here for anything, the chicken taggers, they're in. I actually do remember this one. I don't know which New York State conference I was at for this one, but it was Syracuse University presented, and the name of it was 101 Things to Do with a Rubber Chicken. And this is one I took from it for sure. So, chicken taggers. This is the game my 2 sons would love. They want to play. The trees are the safety zones. They go crazy with this one. So the rubber chickens, you are in. If you tag somebody, you need to give them that chicken. They need to come to the center circle. We'll use this, and they got to yell out, "I'm a new chicken!" And then they can come out of this hoop and they can go tag somebody. There are kind of tag backs, but it's kind of silly. How can you get tagged back? Because they have to come all the way back to the circle. So in this game, essentially there could be tag backs. But if you use your brain, you're not going to be close enough for that to happen, all right? So, everybody okay with that? Second head start. Where we go? Or you can use, 2-finger tags, however you need to set it up for your safety reasons. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm the new chicken.
Nice, a little bit louder. Be proud of being a chicken. I'm the new chicken. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. I'll take the 4 rubber chickens and I'll grab the center hoop. Thank you for playing. Any questions? Food tag. Tara, maybe you did this, Tara Nelson? Oh, I just stole it from Tara.
I stole so many from you,
stole it
Chris.
from someone else. So So this is your French fry, and there are the taggers. There's no lightsaber fights going on or anything like that. It's got to be a safe tag. So you use the noodle as the French fry, and then my wife happens to be a dietitian, so I'm looking up. I have oranges, I have apples, I have a peanut, a tomato. So what happens is these are the rescuers. So when you get tagged, I forget exactly how I do it. If I make the kids get on one knee, or if they just got to stay in a frozen statue position, something like that. And so the rescuers come by and they give you a healthy snack. And now you're rescued, so that the rescuers keep giving away. So you want to get a healthy snack, and then you want to find a friend that got tagged by junk food French fries and give it to them, and they get rescued. So I think that might be a little bit of a twist I put it on compared to Tara the other ways. It's actually I have real health foods instead of just green bean bags and stuff like that. But I'm lucky because my wife's a dietitian. So, all right. So this is just plain crazy. I had a student teacher probably 5 years ago, and she was teaching a class, and she wasn't full responsibility yet, so she only got to do part of the class. And I could tell that whatever it was we were doing, it was kind of getting old, It was just, we can't keep this game going for another 10 minutes because that's how much time we have left in class. So if I keep this game going, or she keeps this game going for 10 minutes, it's not going to be good. So, and I had just gotten that ball like 2 days ago and came through like a recess packet. So I'm like, what in God's name am I going to do with a ball like that? You can't play a kickball with that. I'm like, what am I going to do? So all of a sudden I'm like, I got it, crazy ball. And she looked at me and she's like, what's crazy ball? I go, I don't know. I go, well, we're going to find out. So it was like one of those games where we played it and the rules just kept coming. We just had to add rules. So now I do have real rules to the game. Basically, this goes to that kind of dodgeball type game, but no humans should be getting hit. You want to use your yellow balls to hit the target ball. And now since I have like one of those big, not the real cage balls, but the little bit lighter ones that are like, I don't know, but they're pretty big, they're nice, and they're light, so we use those. And the student teacher I had 2 balls going at the same time, so we could officiate 1 ball at a time. So you want to use the yellow balls to throw at the target ball to get it moving. One team starts at this end, one team starts at that end, touching the wall. The goal is the wall. So my team down here, we want to get the target ball to hit that wall by using the yellow balls to throw at, roll at. You can't take the ball and just come up and whack it. So the yellow ball can't be in your hand. Okay? So when we played this game, all of a sudden kids started, some kids would jump in front and block. So like I said, safety reasons, you can't block the ball. Okay, you cannot take it away. And if you're going to whale off and just hit somebody for the sake of hitting them, they know what's going to happen. They're going to be sitting out. They're not playing the rest of the game because they're not playing safely. So what would happen is kids would accidentally have the ball go up and touch them. Or they would do it on purpose. So, you play for that team? I'll pick up the ball. We got a 3-step penalty. So I step up the 3 steps. There we go. Let me get out of the way. I don't want to get hit. Ready, go. Continue, whatever. And the game keeps getting played. And the ball keeps rolling. You gotta stop it, change direction to the ball. So then I have a line at the other end of the wall that is already, I think it's actually my pickleball courts. So if I pick up the ball and it was touched inside the wall in the yellow line, my 3 steps, this ball ends up touching the wall, so it becomes an automatic goal because the penalty took place inside that area. So this is kind of a crazy game, and I know I'm running probably only on 2 minutes time. So
There's 15 minutes to the next section.
So let's get even if it's just 4-on-4, 5-on-5, so we need some people down here, some people down here. Let's pick up the ball. Gotta be touching the wall, the pretend wall. Can we go past the big line? I believe that you can go anywhere you want, but then again, we're older, and I know the balls are going to get chucked, so we're going to say this. Your team, you're allowed to go across the center only to this flat line. You guys can go past the center. We call this no man's zone. You can enter the no man's zone, but you can't step across the other team's room just because of this. But in normal gym, you can go anywhere you want. There are no out of bounds unless it goes way over by the equipment, and we'll do that. So we got 5 and we got 4.